Hello everyone, you're with Rana right from my garden. I would like to thank you everyone for watching my videos. Today I'm going to talk about Malabar spinach. It's kind of vegetable, or some people call it Pui Shak. So today I'm going to talk about how do you grow, when to grow, and how to harvest, how to get multiple harvests from the same plants. So let's get started. Okay, these are the Malabar spinach, or some people may know it as a Chinese spinach as well. Okay, now how to grow and when to grow. In fact, I want to mention one important fact is that those spinach love temperature. So without right temperature, they will not grow. So the best time to grow here in UK is middle of May or end of May. When the temperature is 20 plus, then the seed would start to germinate. Before, obviously, needless to mention, before you plant the seeds, you have to prepare the soil as usual. You have to dig them, you have to clear the weeds, then you have to apply good amount of compost, as well as I would strongly recommend horse manure, as I do always. Then after preparing the soil, you have to plant the seeds. Now I have got some seeds here to show you so that you can have a view of it. These are the seeds of the Malabar spinach or Chinese spinach or Pui Shak. So when you prepare the ground, you have to plant those seeds 1 feet minimum or 1.5 feet spaced in between the plants, in a line or in a row. So these are the seeds. As you can see here, these are the eyes of the seeds. So you have to hold the seeds in between your index finger and thumb. Then you have to place it roughly an inch inside the ground like that. Then you have to cover it with the compost to protect the seeds, and you have to water them. And when you water them, they would start to germinate and they would start to grow. So they would take, I would say, if you plant them at the middle or end of May, so May, June, July. So from the July and onwards, you can start to harvest your Malabar spinach. Now I'd like to mention one important thing here is, how do you get multiple harvests from the same plant? Let's go here then. As you can see here, they are all fully mature to be harvested, and you will notice that from the ground 1 inch or 2 inches, you will see there are multiple vines coming out. So if you look at it, the number of vines in the same plant is here, number 1, 2, then that's 3. So 3 main vines, and you will see there is some small one. This is the smallest one I can see in the plants, and there is another one. So they're called nodes or growing point. So you have to make sure that when you harvest, you cut the biggest vine, leaving space at least half an inch or 1 inch away from the nodes or the growing point. I mean the small vine. So if you cut it like that, if you just cut here, these are the nodes or small growing point. So if I cut from here, yeah, if I cut this vine as well, so it will still, there are how many? There are 2 growing points or not there. So they would start to grow within next 2-3 weeks. I mean within next 2-3 weeks, it would be mature to be harvested again. So that's what you have to keep in mind. For example, this one, there are 1 vines, 2 vines, 3 vines, and on the other side, the small one. This is the small one. So if I want, I can cut the big vines and leave the small one to grow. I'll cut this one. I will cut this one as well. And now you can see there are still 2 vines. So they will grow faster, and they will be mature to be harvested within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that's how you have to cut that's why you have to cut the Malabar spinach to get the multiple harvest from the same. I want to show you one important thing is, when you plant the seeds, you have to do one important thing is, I'll show you here how example, that's where you want to plant the seeds. So you just make a little, you just dug up there, put some compost, then imagine this is the seed, you place the seed there, then you cover the hole completely with the compost. So it will support the seeds to germinate and grow faster. The reason for being is that underneath the soil there might be a piece of a stone or something, so the root, it will stop the root to go under the ground and growth of the plants itself. So that's why it is the best way of planting the seeds. So that's it today. If any one of you are interested to grow, or if any one of you like to know about Malabar spinach, how to grow, when to grow, please leave your question in the